Yeah, no, we're never silly here. We're always serious. We're always thinking. Yeah, yeah. There's no time for fun here. Yeah. No, just joking. Like I said, that's one of the beauties about working here. Oh, looks like we're getting there's also another giraffe. I was about to say zebra for some reason. I don't know why, but that's the other thing about working here. It's just with a lot of the beautiful wildlife out here, it's just lots of excitement. So sometimes during the excitement, kind of mix up words and things don't come out right. So yeah, there's been a couple times where I've accidentally called an animal something else, and I know that sometimes Rex and I have been on a sighting with like a leopard, and he sometimes says lion or leopard. This lion when it's actually a leopard. So yeah, it's always interesting because you can tell that all of us really do enjoy our job. Yeah, some people are commenting about the reactions from Peter and Roy last night on the buffalo kill, and people are saying that they're glad that they were watching from their PCs. So yeah, that is kind of one of the kind of nice things, I guess, for you, the viewers, is you guys can sit in the comfort of your own home, and we bring Africa to you guys, so we can bring some of the big five up to you, some of the kind of dangerous animals close to you guys. So we're kind of in the danger zone, so to speak, but we are always very careful and always are very aware of our surroundings and how close we can get to the animals to still be safe. But yeah, you guys are completely 100% safe back at home.
Question from me again.
All right. Okay, let's see. Megan's saying that both animals have taste for great fashion, so you weren't too off about the giraffe and the zebras. Yeah, that's one of the things. I do love zooming into some of the patterns of the animals. Like especially do love some of the giraffe patterns, and the zebra patterns are pretty cool. If you just zoom in and just get that, it makes for a fascinating shot as well. Okay, got another question coming in through the email to where any new viewers tuning in, feel free to send in questions either to the chat room, which is there's a link to We Social Network, and under We Shows, there's WeChat, or you can also send them to Final Control at wildearth.tv. That's our email address. Here they can send questions at any time throughout the day or throughout game drives, and especially during WeChat. But Pitbull Warrior was wondering if I've had any bad experiences out here in the bush yet. No, not really. All of them have been pretty exciting and a lot of fun. And I just chop everything up to kind of experience and the whole experience bush. I guess the one, I don't know if you consider it bad, I don't, but there was one morning when Rex and I were following a leopard down into a drainage line through some thick brush, and we went through a whole bunch of thorn bushes and all that. And of course, Rex is always excited, and we're going straight through there. And yeah, I think he was more focused on trying to figure out the leopard again, because we actually followed the leopard a little bit and kind of went ahead to where he was going to hopefully come out. And yeah, there was a lot of thorns in there. It's where I first kind of got my arm where my scars, I guess, are finally healing up from that, and then also caught my leg a little bit, to where I actually had about 12 to 15 thorns stuck in my arm, and I was just debating whether or not to actually show it, because that's what we kind of do. But so yeah, I guess that was probably the worst experience, I guess, in the bush. But to me, it was just part of the fun. And I'm going to cut back to the watering hole because we have some kudos. Yep, looks like kudos coming in. But yeah, so I'm kind of a strange one. I don't think that I'll ever have a bad kind of experience, because after the fact I'll probably laugh about it and just chop it up to part of the whole experience. Something that I've always wanted to do. So yep. After movies, he's just saying that war wounds tend to remind you of the wonderful times you've had in the bush. Yep, that's definitely right. That's one of the things I've always joked about with some of my friends growing up and in college, is just that it'll be interesting in years' time to kind of come back and get together to kind of compare scars, because I studied biology in college, and I have got some other friends that really are into the bush and the mountain men and stuff like that, and where the scars and stuff were are just kind of part of the job and kind of part of the fun, to where it'll be interesting kind of sharing the different experiences. Yeah. Karen just meant commenting battle in the bush. Yeah. So where I'm sure probably at time some of the viewers that have been watching for quite some time, I'm sure that there's been other kind of little injuries or various things on game drives, so where I'm sure there could be a little kind of funny compilation put together called Battle in the Bush, of just showing some of the interesting times for us. All right. Let's see. We got a question about the giraffes. I was wondering if the fuzzy horns are on the giraffe, or if the females that have more hair on top versus the males. If I remember correctly, I believe it's the males have a little bit less hair than the females, and they also have a little bit wider. They're actually called giraffe knobs, which is kind of another kind of horn. So yeah, I believe it is the males that are a little bit more bald on top. Kind of how I guess it goes with humans at times. There's typically more males that are kind of bald. To where one of my good college buddies keeps on saying he's been going bald for a while, and he says when he loses on top, he's just going to do the Ben Franklin look. All right.
Can I sit on this side, Simon?
Yep. So we're just kind of playing musical chairs here right now, and we're just gonna quickly pop back. You ready to be on air? All right, we're just gonna pop back. Speedway just stepped out, and here's Pete Brott.
Oh boy, it's hot out there today. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the walk. I unfortunately didn't see any of it because I was standing on the hood of the Jigger pointing the antenna as good as I could. But sometimes when the guys go out of sight, then I don't know where to point the antenna. We have a directional antenna now, which basically works better, but you need to point it. So I think maybe the two breakups that we had might also have had to do with the fact that when I saw Peter and Herman again, they were about 20 degrees off from where I was pointing the antenna. So that was quite a nice challenge. That's something we didn't realize, but we have to think about, how to deal with that. But also, I'm happy to be on chat now, and thanks for Simon for keeping the seats occupied while we were coming back. This morning actually was quite nice at the waterhole. The drive was fairly quiet, but I guess after the excitement of the last couple of days, then I think we were due one. But there were some hooded vultures at the waterhole, also some hyena. And I've mentioned a couple of times before that I wanted to start logging and capturing data. So actually this morning I was busy with that. That's also why I wasn't in the chat. So I'm quickly going to give the microphone back to Simon. While I've got a couple of those clips on my PC, and I'm going to try to play them now. I'm going to play them live, but of course they are recorded. So I'm going to give the mic quickly back to Simon, and he's going to switch back to the giraffe if he didn't do so already. And then I'll quickly set it up, and then I can show you a couple of things of what happened at the waterhole this morning while you guys were on the drive. And that's something that definitely we will hopefully start doing more and more once we find a way of doing that with not too much effort, because we have to capture it in the morning or overnight, and then we have the walk and then the chat, so there's not much time to prepare, but we're thinking of ways of doing that with not too much effort. So here's Simon, and I'll be back soon with some footage.
I'm back here, and as you can see, there's the other giraffe that looks like it's thinking about coming to take a drink at the water hole. Looks like it's slowly getting close. And that's one of the fun things about coming back on in the mornings and kind of getting into the chat rooms and logging on to and doing the WeChat, is that finding out what animals came throughout our night that you guys managed to catch glimpses of. And at one point we are going to try to have the cameras controlled 24 hours a day, so that people can kind of zoom in and get a closer picture, so that there isn't kind of the guessing game and like the what was that? Did anybody think it was this, or did you think that it was that? So at one point we're slowly working on that.